Hi, 10th graders. This is Mr. McGuire. I'm here to give you a brief preview of our novel Animal Farm by George Orwell. The full title of this is actually Animal Farm, A Fairy Story by George Orwell. When we hear the term fairy story, we think fairy tale or fantastical stories we tell children to teach them lessons or morals. Well, George Orwell really had something to teach us in this novel, really about the dangers of society gone wrong. Our author, George Orwell, is a pen name. Actually, his name was Eric Blair. He was born in 1903 and died in 1950. And this book was published in 1945 in Great Britain, 1946 in the United States, coinciding with World War II and the atomic bomb being dropped in Hiroshima. But really, this is a cautionary tale that harkens back to the Russian Revolution of 1917, the rise of communism, the subsequent betrayal of that movement by Stalin, and then the subjugation of the Russian people. So George Orwell really is using a fable, a story in which animals are personified and given human characteristics to teach us about our society. So in that sense, this is a dystopian tale. Just the opposite of utopian. It's not a perfect society, though it was intended to build one, but it turned out just the opposite. It's dystopian. Last year you may have read The Giver by Lois Lowry, a great example of a dystopian novel in which, in order to alleviate suffering, they basically make everyone feel like they have to be the same. That novel had disastrous consequences for the people who live there. This one as well. So as we go forward reading this, your task is going to, especially in the first chapter, is to ask yourself two questions. These are the lens I would want you to read with. What are the animals rebelling against? What were the conditions that they couldn't tolerate anymore? And then what were they rebelling for? What were the things they hoped to accomplish? So roughly first chapter is about 10 pages long. And so your task is to read that first chapter and answer those two questions. What were the animals rebelling against? And what were they rebelling for? Happy reading.